Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jim Flanagan here, and basically here to give you guys an update here, especially in regards to the waivers. Okay, the waivers, the guys that are coming into the league, or maybe guys that weren't drafted in this season's draft. If you weren't drafted, you were placed on the waivers. Some have been picked up, some are still on the waivers. Or there's also guys that joined the site, joined the league here after the draft, after the draft already took place. And basically, if you did so, you're placed on the waivers. And now you're on the waivers and basically looking to get games in for teams that are missing players, don't have players on, and you're used to fill in these games to play. Um, but what we're also going to add on here, because we got a lot of waivers, there's a lot of guys, a lot of people have joined the site here, and we want to keep you guys active. We want to keep you guys on here. Sometimes, there's not much fill-ins for the night, or they don't need players, or somebody else is filling in. So we want to keep you guys active, and the way we do so here, we're bringing back the waiver games. Okay, what this is basically organized games with all the guys on the waiver pool, all the new guys that joined the site. We'll put together games, and this season is great, man, because the reason why I say this, we're playing games through lobby. So these waiver games are also going to be played through lobby. Basically, I'm going to create a lobby. It's going to be called like MHL waivers or Musa Nights, something like that. Password will be something simple like MHL or Moose. Yembek's probably going to post about that. Just take a look on the site there. And basically, you come into this lobby once we have enough guys, around like let's say 8:30ish, because the games start at 9:15 p.m. Eastern in the AHL. So basically, we'll try to gather guys maybe like 30, 45 minutes prior to that. So like around 8, 8:30ish, and then once we have enough guys, let's say we have like 8, 10, or if we get a full 12, we'll get these games in. We'll get at least one waiver game in prior to the 9:15 start. And it's a great way because we keep stats on these, man. These the stats will be posted on WilsonIce.com. And what's so great about NHL 12 is at the end of the game, they got the gamer tags, man. So we don't gotta like before we had to guess who's what. We made guys even change their names to match the gamer tag. You don't have to do all that. We got gamer tags at the end of the game, so much easier for us to keep the stats there. And we'll be posting on musonice.com, for other captains to see. Get your name out there for the following season. Get your name out there. And plus, on top of that, plus on top of the stats, able to play with guys in the league. Also, let's say we're missing some guys, man. Like we only have 10 waivers on or 8. I'll use other veterans, other guys in the league to fill in to make it a 6-on-6. So, veterans listening here, if you want to play in some of these waiver games with the new guys, you're more than welcome to come. If I'm missing guys or if we don't have enough to make it a full 6-on-6, so you'll be able to play with a lot of guys in the league as well in these waiver games. And on top of that, since I'm in these games, I got a capture device. All these waiver games will be recorded. They'll be captured in high definition, so you could check the video out. It will be posted on moosenice.com. You'll be able to see how you played. Other captains, other players in the league will be able to see how you played as well through the video, through seeing the stats. That's a great feature. Great feature to be active instead of just not doing anything, still waiting till next season draft or waiting to see if you're going to be filling in for the night. And as far as filling, it's also great because guy like Yambak who distributes the waivers, he doesn't have to look through friends lists, send messages out. Basically 8:30 p.m. Eastern, come into the lobby. We have enough guys who will play the waiver games. If we don't, still come to the lobby. Still come to the lobby because what we're gonna do. If you're in the lobby, basically Yambak's gonna come in, see who's on. That's how we're gonna tell. See who's on that night, and basically he just messages you. Can you play tonight? And you'll be used as a fill-in there for one of the HL teams if a team needs players. So especially now, coming to we're going to be closing out the season, coming to end. Some teams, start struggling, start needing players. So it's a great time for waivers to come in and to fill in these games. So just check that out. Come to 8:30 p.m. Eastern to the lobby, which will be created. And after the waiver games, or when it comes to 9:15 p.m. Eastern, Yambak's probably come in there and grab some of you guys to fill in. So it's much easier for us to locate you instead of trying to look through our friends list. And for guys that just came to the site or thinking about coming to the site and are thinking, oh, let me just wait for next season. um, you know, this is a great way because instead of waiting till next season draft, and you're pretty much the same as if you just join to the league. If you come and sign up like the day before the draft, these waiver games, you get your name out there because when you fill into the HL games, those stats are tracked. Those are in with all the leaderboards from this season in the HL season. So you're going to be on there. Those actually count towards the season. And then plus these waiver games that we have. So instead of just waiting for next season, I get messages a lot. That's why people ask me, they want to come to the league, but then they're like, oh, the season already started. Uh, when the season started, you could still join this league. That's why Musa Knights is so great. You could join mid-season. You could join to the league and still fill in into these AHL games. Get your name out there. This way, come next season, you know, you at least would be known, man. At least some guys will be able to check you out. And what's great about being a waiver, I actually like being a waiver more than being a player in the AHL when you first come into the league. And here's why. Here's why I like being a waiver. Because when you're drafted on the AHL team, that's the team you play for. That captain selects you. I mean, you might get traded to maybe a different team, but basically those are the players that you play with throughout the season there. Now, as a waiver, you're going to be filling in for teams for different teams. You're not going to be playing on the same team night in, night out. You're playing on different teams, and it's a great way because there's going to be other captains that are going to see you. The captains on those teams, the players for that team. So you'll be able to play with all sort of different captains, different players in the league instead of just being stuck on one team. That's why it's great about waiver and about getting noticed and getting your name out there. So don't look at it as a bad thing. Being on the waivers is actually a great way to get your name out there for next season draft. And that's what we want to do. I mean, we try to help these guys coming in here whatever way I could. If it's through media, capturing the video, taking down the stats, we're gonna do it. So we're gonna do that. Check that out on musanice.com. Yemek probably already got a post already created on that. If you don't, probably be up shortly. And that's what we'll do, man. That's what we'll do. Check that out. And if any veterans are watching as well, if you want to help me out, maybe a night I'm not there or whatnot, or if you want to fill in just so we make it 6-on-6, just remember, the waivers get the priority on the position. So if they only need a defenseman or goalie, that's what you got to play. So it's like for them filling in the AHL games, they got to fill in what spots there. You got to fill in these waiver games whatever spots open. So if you want to help me out. Sometimes I need guys or sometimes I can't make it. I'm always going to have the lobby created though. It's going to be created on there. And then, anytime we could get players, we'll play it. You know what I mean? Sunday through Thursday. We'll do it all week. Any night that there's a AHL series going on, there will be we could do waiver games as long as there's players on. So if you're on the waivers, on the waiver pool, this is a great way. This is a great feature we're bringing on here. And get noticed. That's basically what it comes down to. So, on behalf of VMBag 021, Jim Flanagan here. See you guys on the ice, man. 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Sunday through Thursday. Check for lobby MHL waivers and look for VMBag post of a password on there. Probably be something simple like MHL or Moose. So, Jim Flanagan here, signing out.